Start with it.
Can I start, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabha, you can start.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Matajis. So, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. आजानुलम्बितभुजौ कनकावदातौ सङ्कीर्तनैर्वितरतौ कमलायताक्षौ विश्वम्भरौ द्विजवरौ युगधर्मपालौ वन्दे जगत्प्रियौ करुणावतारौ हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. I pay my obeisances to Srila Prabhupada, founder Acharya, to my Diksha Guru and my Siksha Gurus and all the assembled devotees, so that I speak the right words according to the context. Hare Krishna. Pancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Gaudiya Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji. So today I'll be starting chapter 7 of Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, entitled The Lord Begins the Tour of the southern part of India, South India. So totally there are 112 slokas in this particular chapter, and the way Mahaprabhu has started and what was the intention of Mahaprabhu doing the South India tour. So that's what we are going to come across this particular chapter. So before I dive into the verses, so let me read the summary which was given by Srila Prabhupada. Chapter 7, the Lord begins his tour of South India. In his Amrita Pravaha Bhashya, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur summarizes the 7th chapter as follows. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the renounced order of life in the month of Magha, that is Jan-Feb, and went to Jagannath Puri in the month of Falguna, February to March. He saw the Dola Yatra festival during the month of Falguna, and in the month of Chaitra he liberated Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. During the month of Vaishakha, he began to tour South India. When he proposed to travel to South India alone, Nityananda Prabhu gave him a Brahmana assistant named Krishnadasa. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was beginning his tour, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya gave him 4 sets of clothes and requested him to see Ramananda Raya, who was residing at the time on the bank of river Godavari. Along with other devotees, Nityananda Prabhu accompanied to Lord to Alarnatha, but there Lord Chaitanya left them all behind and went ahead with the Brahmana Krishnadasa. The Lord began chanting the mantra Krishna 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 He. In whatever village he spent that night, whenever a person came to see him in his shelter, the Lord implored him to preach the Krishna consciousness movement. After teaching the people of one village, the Lord proceeded to the other village to increase devotees. In this way, he finally reached Kurmasthana. While there, he bestowed his causeless mercy upon a Brahmana called Kurma and cured another Brahmana called Vasudeva, who was suffering from leprosy. After curing this Brahmana leper, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu received the title Vasudeva Amrita Prada, meaning the one who delivered nectar to the lips of Vasudeva. So this is a brief summary of what we are going to see in this particular chapter. So let us start with verse number 1. धन्यं तं नौमि चैतन्यं वदति नष्टकुष्ठरूपपुष्टं भक्तितुष्टं चाकरयः. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, being very compassionate towards a Brahmana named Vasudeva, cured him of leprosy. He transformed him into a beautiful man, satisfied with devotional service. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the glorious Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay. So, according to to the introduction part which was given. So after Mahaprabhu receiving taking sannyas ashrama, so Mahaprabhu was misguided by Nityananda, that we have read in the previous chapter. So after that, Mahaprabhu came to Jagannath Puri. So the later past of after 24 years of Mahaprabhu, so Mahaprabhu toured for South India for 2 years, that is from 1510 to 1512. So 2 years Mahaprabhu toured. So what is the reason for touring? So the first thing which was explained by Acharyas is that Mahaprabhu want to spread Harinam in the southern part of India. And the second thing is that according to the sannyasa, what and how a sannyasi should behave. So what order, how he has to follow. So that was personally through his example Mahaprabhu has showed to us. That's what we will be seeing in detail in this particular context. So here Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is saying that Mahaprabhu very compassionate towards a Brahmana named Vasudeva. Actually, this incident takes place in Kurmakshetra. In Kurmakshetra, so there was a one Brahmana who was taking care of the deity of Kurmadev, and there was one more Brahmana called as Vasudeva. So this Vasudeva Brahmana, so he was suffering from leprosy, and he wanted to take darshan of Mahaprabhu. So, but he couldn't get the darshan of Mahaprabhu. So he was regretting that I couldn't get. But Mahaprabhu, because Antaryame, he understood. Again, actually, he came moving forward. Again, he came back to Kurmakshetra. Mahaprabhu came to Kurmakshetra and he blessed this particular Brahmana who was suffering from leprosy, cured the leprosy. And what did Mahaprabhu do? He transformed him to a beautiful man, satisfied with devotional service. Actually, when this Kurma Brahmana was turned into a beautiful man, so then the Vasudeva Vipra, out of humility, he will be saying that I may become proud because I am now a beautiful, handsome man. So how will I be able to do the devotional service? Then Mahaprabhu says that to protect him, the Lord advised him to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra incessantly. So then, so with humility, so please chant my name of the Lord. So then you will become humble. So in that way, Mahaprabhu blessed him. Actually, according to my knowledge, in this particular chapter, in the 7th chapter and the 9th chapter also, we will see the other places where Lord Mahaprabhu has stored. So two places Mahaprabhu comes in return. One is about this Vasudeva Vipra. So Mahaprabhu came again back to bless this person, Vasudeva Vipra. The another incident which took place, which we'll see in the 9th chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita, is that there was a Brahmana called as Ramadasa Vipra. So once Mahaprabhu will be invited, this took place in Madurai. So in Madurai, Mahaprabhu will be invited by this Ramadasa Vipra for lunch. So Mahaprabhu will go and he'll be waiting. So when lunch will be served. But this Ramadasa Vipra, so he was very concerned. What was the concern? That he was thinking, because he was a great bhakta of Lord Rama, and he was thinking that how could Ravana carry Goddess Sita Mata. So that was his concern. So Mahaprabhu tried to console him, saying everything, but still he was not consoled. So then Mahaprabhu, while going towards from Mathura to Setubandha, that is to Rameshwaram, so there in a group of Brahmanas, they'll be reading Kurma Purana. So from Kurma Purana, Mahaprabhu gets the evidence that the Sita Mata which was taken away by Ravana was the Maya Sita. So actually from this particular incident we can understand that whatever we speak, according to my understanding, whatever we speak we should have a reference. Without reference we cannot speak. That's what I understood. So Mahaprabhu, so when he saw this particular part which was written in Kurma Purana about Sita Mata, so Mahaprabhu has written on another, those they used to use palm leaves. So it was written. So then he took the permission of the Brahmanas. Again Mahaprabhu came back to Madurai where this Ramadas Vipra was staying. Then Mahaprabhu showed him and say that the actual Sita Mata was kept with Agni Deva, and the Maya Sita was taken away by Lord Rama. So then when he understood this with the evidence, then Ramadasa Vipra became very happy And he says that he is very pleased, and he fell at the feet of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and said that you are Lord Rama, because there is no difference between the Lord Rama, and he says that you are the one who came in the form of sannyasi dress to audience me. So this is what, so Mahaprabhu's intention was to deliver everyone who are in the southern part of India. So this is what in the first verse. So what do we understand from this particular verse is that um, bhakti is purifying and satisfying. So we all know in the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita 9.2, also in the second part of the verse, it says that pavitram idam uttamam, because we are talking about glories of Lord, and doing devotional service to the Lord is the topmost. So that's what we can see from this particular context. Coming to the second one, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. All glories to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all glories to Lord Nityananda Prabhu, all glories to Lord Advaita Acharya, and all glories to the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. येई माते सार्वभौमेरा निष्ठारा करीला दक्षिण गमने प्रभुरा इच्छा उपजिला. After delivering Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, the Lord desired to go to South India to preach. Okay, so we have seen this particular context in the last chapter, how a Mayavadi turned into a great devotee of the Lord, and what was his concern when Mahaprabhu shares the opinion that I'll be traveling to southern part of India. That we'll see in the later part of this chapter. माघ शुक्ल पक्षे प्रभु करीला संन्यासा फाल्गुने आशिया कैला नीलाचले वासा. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the renounced order during the waxing fortnight of month of Magha. During the following month, Falguna, he went to Jagannath Puri and resided there. So we all know this, that in January, so he accepted his sannyasa diksha, and February Mahaprabhu reached to Jagannath Puri. Then in April, after delivering Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya Chaitra Masa, so then Mahaprabhu decides to go to South India. फाल्गुनेरा से शडोला यात्रा से देखिला प्रेमावेशे तन्हा बहु नृत्य गीता कैला. At the end of the month of Falguna, he witnessed the Dola Yatra ceremony and his usual ecstatic love of God. He chanted and danced in various ways on the occasion. So this Dola Yatra is a festival which is celebrated for 7 days in Puri, which starts from the bright fortnight, 10th day of the bright fortnight of Falguni up to the full moon, that is from Dashami to Paurnami. So this is the festival, and Mahaprabhu witnessed this festival, and we all know when Mahaprabhu looks at Jagannatha, so he always in ecstatic love, he'll be in that, and he danced in various ways on that occasion. चैत्रे राहि कैला सार्वभौमा विमोचना वैशाखेरा प्रथमे दक्षिणयैते हैलमना. So during the month of Chaitra, while leaving at Jagannath Puri, the Lord delivered Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, and the beginning of the next month, Vaishakha, he decided to go to South India. So in the month of May, Mahaprabhu decided, because in the month of Chaitra means April, so Mahaprabhu delivered Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Then after that, he decided to go to South India. Okay, next one, 8 and 9. निज गण आनि कहे विनय करिया आलिंगन करी सबया श्रीहस्त धरिया तोमा शब जानिया मी प्राणाधिक करी प्राण छाड़या तुमा शब चढ़िते न परी. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called all his devotees together and holding them by hand, humbly informed them, "You are all more dear to me than my life. I can give up my life, but to give you up is difficult for me." So Mahaprabhu, because all the devotees, they don't want to leave Mahaprabhu, they always want to have the association of Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu is requesting, he called all the devotees and holding their hand, he humbly requested them, saying that you all are more dear to me. So, but to give up you is difficult. I mean, even living my life is more easy than leaving your association. That's what here Mahaprabhu says. So, what we can learn from this particular is that humility. So, one should be humble in their dealing. So, that's what Mahaprabhu teaches through his behavior. And the next, Tumi Shaba Bandhu Mora Bandhu Krita Kaile Ihanani Mora Jagannatha Dekhila. You are all my friends, and you have properly executed the duties of friendship by bringing me here to Jagannath Puri and giving me the chance to Lord Jagannatha in the temple. So Mahaprabhu is recollecting so how all the devotees helped the Lord, and he was saying that you all brought me to Puri, and you, because of your mercy, I am able to see Lord Jagannath in the temple. So that kind of humility Mahaprabhu is expressing, saying that you are greater than me. Further, एबे सभा स्थाने मुनि मागोन एकादने सबे मिले आज्ञा देहा यैबे दक्षिणे. I now beg all of you for one bit of charity. Please give me permission to leave for tour of South India. So here we can see that, as I have spoken previously, so devotees doesn't want to leave the association of Mahaprabhu. They always want to have association. So Mahaprabhu is begging, saying that please let me go to southern India. To विश्वरूपा उद्देश्य अवश्य आम्ही यावे एकाकी यावे काहोन संग ना लाइवे. I shall go search out Vishwarupa. Please forgive me, but I want to go alone. I do not wish to take anyone with me. So outwardly, Mahaprabhu gave the reason, saying that we all know Mahaprabhu's elder brother Vishwarupa. So he left his house when he was young, and he was taken initiation, and his name changed as Shankararanya Swami. So this Mahaprabhu will come to know when he reaches Pandaripur, actually through Sri Rangapuri. So Mahaprabhu knows that actually Vishwarupa, he left this material world, but still outwardly to gives them some reason why he wants to go to southern India too. So this was he saying that I want to go alone in search of my brother. So here we can say that uh, great people, so whatever they do, even though they cheat also, that will be for a great cause. Outwardly Mahaprabhu is saying that he wants to go for search for his brother, but what is the intention? Mahaprabhu knows that he wants to spread the Harinama, because Yuga Dharma is Sankirtana. So Mahaprabhu wants to show as an example how to follow. Then further it is said, Setu banda haite ami na asi yavat Neelachale tumi sabarahi betavat. Until I return from Setu Banda, all of you, dear friends, should remain at Jagannath Puri. So Mahaprabhu is requesting everyone who's there, whoever are there, that please stay until I return from Setu Banda or Rameshwaram. You should stay in Jagannath Puri. विश्वरूपा सिद्धि प्राप्ति जाने न सकला दक्षिण देशे उद्धरिते करे न यही चला. Knowing everything, Mahaprabhu, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was aware that Vishwarupa has already passed away. A pretense of ignorance was necessary, however, so that he could go to the South India and liberate the people there. So this was the intention, because Lord is Abhigna, he knows everything. So, but still, his ignorance was necessary. That's what Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is mentioning here, because inwardly he knows that, so he wants to go to southern part of India to liberate the people. दुनिया सबरा मना हैला महादुखा निशब्द हैला सबरा सुकैला mukha. Upon hearing this message, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the devotees became very unhappy and remained silent with sullen face. So, because we know that they don't want to leave the association of Lord. But let us see what Mahaprabhu says after that. Okay, so actually Mahaprabhu, the from 15th verse, So Mahaprabhu mentions the names of some devotees who wants to assist the Lord in this particular mission, and why Mahaprabhu is rejecting them, that we are going to see in this particular verses. Nityananda Prabhu kahe aiche ka aiche kaiche haya ekaki aive tumi keiha sahaya. Nityananda Prabhu then said, how is it possible for you to go alone? Who can tolerate this? So as a devotee, Nityananda Prabhu is concerned because Mahaprabhu sometimes he may be in ecstasy, he may fall unconscious. So there should be someone who can help him out. So that was the concern. And who can tolerate this? So they don't want to be separated from the Lord. So that's what is the concern of Nityananda Prabhu. So, and what was the other concern of Nityananda Prabhu is Dui eka sange chaluka na pada hatarange yara kaha se dui chalok tumara sange. Let one or two of us go with you, otherwise you may fall into the clutches of thieves and rogues along the way. They may be whomever you like, but the two persons should go with you. So Nityananda Prabhu concern is that you may fall under the clutches of thieves and rogues when you travel on that way. So the same concern actually Mahaprabhu shows in the Antilila when Jagadananda Pandita wished to go to Vrindavan. So Mahaprabhu instructs him same way that there will be many thieves on the way you go, so please be careful. So this way, so the same thing even here Nityananda Prabhu is saying that this is our concern. Whomever you want, you take. It doesn't mean that you should take me only, but there should someone or the other who will assist you. So that was the concern of Nityananda Prabhu. And Nityananda Prabhu further gives explanation saying that Dakshinera Tirthapata Ami Savajani Ami Sange Yaye Prabhu Agnya Deha Tumi. Indeed, I know all the paths to the different places of pilgrim in South India. Just order me and I shall go with you. So, Nityananda Prabhu, we all know that when he was young, he was taken by a sannyasi. And he was asked from his father Hadai Pandit. So Nityananda Prabhu is saying that I am very familiar with all the places of southern India. So you just order me wherever you want to go, I'll take you to that particular place. So that was uh, the concern. So Nityananda Prabhu says first thing is that you cannot travel alone because we cannot tolerate you traveling alone. The second thing is that you may fall into the clutches of thieves, so you need someone as assistant. And the third thing is that I am familiar with the places, so please order me, I'll be with you. So that's what this was the three concerns which Nityananda Prabhu had when Mahaprabhu said that I'll be traveling to southern India. Then what is the answer which was given by Mahaprabhu? प्रभु कहे आमी नर्तका तुमी सूत्रधारा तुमी ऐचे नाचो तैचे नर्तना amara. The Lord replied, I am simply a dancer and you are the wire puller. However you pull the wires to make me dance, I shall dance in that way. So we all know that. So Lord becomes puppet in the hands of his devotees. So that's what the way you make me dance, so I shall dance. So further, what was the other concern which Mahaprabhu had? That's why we are going to see. Sanyasa kariya ami chalila vrindavana tumi amala na aila advaita bhavana. So after accepting the sannyasa order, I decided to go to Vrindavan, but you took me instead to the house of Advaita Prabhu. So we all have seen this particular pastimes in the previous chapter. So Mahaprabhu was misguided by Nityananda Prabhu and he was taken to the house of Advaita Acharya. So when Mahaprabhu saw Advaita Acharya, so after taking sannyas and was returning, so he thought that Advaita Acharya was also present in Vrindavan, but then he'll come to know that Nityananda Prabhu has misguided him and he brought him to Shantipur. So actually concern is that the devotees, whoever are in Shantipur, they'll get darshan of the Lord. At the same time, Mahaprabhu's mother, Sachi Mata, will also get his association. So that was the concern of Nityananda Prabhu. नीलाचल आसिते पठ बांगीला मोरा दंडा तुम सवार गादा स्नेहा amara karya bhanga. While on the way to Jagannath Puri, you broke my sannyasa staff. I know that All of you have great affection for me, but such things disturb my activities. Okay, so this also we have seen in the previous chapter. This Lila is called as Dandabanga Lila. So in the near that river, so when Mahaprabhu goes to take bath, so Nityananda Prabhu broke this staff into three pieces. So when Mahaprabhu came in return and he asked about his staff, so then Nityananda Prabhu said that I fell on that staff and it broke into three pieces. But actually, the understanding of Nityananda Prabhu is that Mahaprabhu, being the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he need not carry any sannyasi staff. So that was his concern. So Mahaprabhu saying that while traveling with me in the southern part of India, if you do such type of activities, even I get disturbed, because we all know after this particular incident, when he was coming, so Mahaprabhu said, no one should accompany me. Either you go first or let me go first to Jagannath Puri. So then Mukunda Datta and others will say that you please first reach Jagannath Puri, then we will follow you. So that is the reason Mahaprabhu is saying that I don't want you to join me. And next reason why what Mahaprabhu is saying that why others should not join him in the southern is about Jagadananda Pandita. जगदानंद चाहे आमी विषया भुंजते यही कहे शे भाई चाहिए करीते. Jagadananda wants me to enjoy bodily sense gratification, and that out of fear I do whatever he tells me. So we all know Jagadananda Pandita is none other than Satyabhama. So this particular sweet pastime will come in the Antilila. So where Jagadananda Pandita, when he goes to meet Sachi Mata. So while coming back, he brings sandalwood oil, so that Lord can apply on his body. So Mahaprabhu, it's a very beautiful pastime where Mahaprabhu gets angry, saying that I'm a sannyasi and I don't want to enjoy all this sense gratification. Then Jagadanda Pandita becomes angry and he won't talk to the Lord. He'll break the pot in front of the Lord and he doesn't talk to the Lord. So Mahaprabhu is saying that out of fear, I do whatever he tells me. And further, Mahaprabhu says that अभूयादि इन्हारा वाक्या करिए अन्यथा क्रोधादीनादीने मोरा nahi kahe katha. If I sometimes do something against his desire out of anger, he will not talk to me for 3 days. So this incident also, the same thing continues in Antilila. So then Mahaprabhu says to Jagdananda Pandita, I'm feeling very hungry. Can you cook for me? Then Jagdananda Pandita leaving all his anger on one side. So then he goes and cooks for the Lord. So in that way, after that, Mahaprabhu instructs, if I'm not wrong, to Govinda, saying that just check whether Jagannatha Pandita ate properly or not after I finish my taking prasadam. So in that way, that was the loving reciprocation between the Lord and his pure devotee. So this is the second concern which Mahaprabhu doesn't want to take anyone. Especially. And Mukunda Hayena Dukhi Dekhi Sanyasa Dharma Tina Bare Site Snana Bhumite Sayanam. Being a sannyasi, I have a duty to lie down on the ground and to take bath 3 times a day, even during the winter. But Mukunda becomes very unhappy when he sees my severe austerities. So we all know Mukunda Datta is also one of the close associates of Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu is actually giving the instructions that how a sannyasi should behave. So sannyasis, they don't live a what do you say, lavish life. So everything, whatever is available, so that's what they try to behave in that way. Because we have seen the way Mahaprabhu showed, in the same way even the Chat Goswamis also followed the same thing. So Mahaprabhu is saying that I may sometimes lie down on the ground and take bath 3 times a day, especially in the month of winter. Generally, we don't prefer to take bath with cold water. We prefer hot water. But Mahaprabhu is saying that when I'm following the sannyasa dharma in this way, showing following the austerities, so Mukunda Datta will feel Mukunda will feel unhappy. So when I see him unhappy, so I cannot continue my tour. So that's what Mahaprabhu is saying. And further, Mahaprabhu says that अंतरे दुखी मुकुंदा नाही कहे मुखे इहारा दुखा देखी मोरा द्विगुण हये दुखे. Of course, Mukunda does not say anything, but I know that he is very unhappy within, and upon seeing him unhappy, I became twice as unhappy. Because Lord is as Paramatma, he can know the core, desire of every devotee. So Mukunda does not express just by his glancing. Mahaprabhu could understand that how he will be unhappy. This looking at that, even Lord also doesn't feel happy. That's what his concern. So till now we have seen about Nityananda Prabhu, Jagdananda Pandita, and Mukunda Datta. And coming to the next one. अमिता सन्यासी दामोदरा ब्रह्मचारी सदा रहे हमारा ऊपरा शिक्षा दंडधारी. Although I am the renounced order of life and Damodara is a brahmachari, he still keeps a stick in his hand just to educate me. So here we all know Swarupa Damodar is a brahmachari, and uh, so he says that he keeps a stick. No, not Swarup Damodar. So he keeps a stick in his hand just to educate. So here, what is the lesson? What we learn from this is that a brahmachari should not instruct a sannyasi, because in the ashramas, sannyasi is the topmost level and brahmachari is the initial level, and they should not try to educate him. So that's what we can learn from this particular verse, what Mahaprabhu says. And further, Mahaprabhu says about Damodara is that इन्हारा आगे अमीना जानी व्यवहारा इन्हारे न भया स्वतंत्र charitra amara. According to Damodara, I am still a neophyte as far as social etiquette is concerned. Therefore, does not like my independent nature. So this is what the opinion of Damodar, that Mahaprabhu is still a neophyte. That is, and further, Mahaprabhu is saying that लोका अपेक्षा नाही इन्हारा कृष्णा कृपा है ते आम्ही लोकापेक्षा कभू ना पारे छाडिते. Damodar Pandit and others are more advanced in receiving the mercy of Lord Krishna, and therefore they are independent of public opinion. As such, they want me to enjoy sense gratification even though it is unethical. But since I am a pure sannyasi, I cannot abandon the duties of the renounced order, and therefore I follow them strictly. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, a brahmachari is supposed to assist a sannyasi. Therefore, a brahmachari should not try to instruct a sannyasi. This is the ethic. Consequently, Damodara should not have advised Chaitanya Mahaprabhu of his duty. So this is the lesson what we saw in this is that brahmachari should not instruct a sannyasi. So looking all these devotees concerned, outwardly Mahaprabhu is showing anger on them. Anger in the sense, because they are not letting me to go. But inwardly, Mahaprabhu is feeling affectionate, because the way devotees wants the association of the Lord, even Lord also wants the association of his pure devotees. See, Damodar Pandit, Nityananda Prabhu, Jagadananda Pandit, Mukunda, they all know about Mahaprabhu. So even though that's what here it is mentioned by Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami, is that therefore they are independent of public opinion, because they don't care about public opinion. But Mahaprabhu is saying that since I am a pure sannyasi, means for as a social ethic, we are supposed to follow the rules of a sannyasa ashrama. So that's what here it's mentioned, that he cannot abandon the duties of the renounced order, and he has to follow. And further, it is mentioned that devotees play actually an important role on love of Krishna than the social ethics. So this is what the lesson which we are going to learn in this particular context. And Mahaprabhu actually he doesn't want to hear any criticism. So Mahaprabhu desires to travel alone to avoid this criticism. That's what we can understand. And coming to the next one. अतएव तुम्ही सभा रहे नीलाचले दिनकथा आम्ही तीर्था भ्रमिबा एकले. You should all therefore remain here in Nilachal for some days while I tour the sacred places of pilgrimage alone. So this was the request of Mahaprabhu. So inharasa baravasa Prabhu haye gune dosha rupa chale kare guna ashwadane. According Actually, the Lord was controlled by the good qualities of his devotees. On the pretense of attributes faulting, he tasted all these qualities. So Mahaprabhu actually is tasting, but outwardly is showing as an example how he is supposed to follow. So in this particular purport, Prabhupada gives a very intense meaning of this is that so actually all the acquisitions what Mahaprabhu made about to Nityananda Prabhu, Jagadananda Pandita, Mukunda and Damodara showed his great appreciation of intense love for them. So they were so concerned, as it was mentioned previously, they were independent of the public opinion. But yet he mentioned this fault one after the other as if they were offended by this intense affection. So they behaved in such a way out of love for Lord, and because of their love, Mahaprabhu himself sometimes violates the regulative principles of a sannyasis. So out of their love, because but in the eyes of public, such violations are not good. So Mahaprabhu, as a sannyasi, how he is supposed to behave, Mahaprabhu is showing through his example. So here Prabhupada is further mentioning that although accusing them, Mahaprabhu was indirectly indicating that he was very satisfied with their behavior in pure love of Godhead. So outwardly he was criticizing, but inwardly he was very happy. And further, Prabhupada says that there are many instances of devotional service rendered by previous acharyas who did not care about the social behavior when intensely absorbed in love for Krishna. Unfortunately, as long as we are within this material world, we must observe social customs to avoid criticisms by the general populace. This is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's design. So clearly, Prabhupada explains why Mahaprabhu wanted to travel alone. And one more thing also we can see that Mahaprabhu need not follow any rules and regulations. But after his father, disappeared from this man, he did all the karma, whatever kriya is supposed to do, so that people in general also should follow Yadyad Acharite Srisha. So that's what we can see. Further, Chaitanyera Bhakta Vatsalya Akatya Kathana Apane Vairagya Dukha Karina Sahana. No one can properly describe Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's affection for his devotees. He always tolerated all kinds of personal unhappiness resulting from his acceptance of the renounced order. So it is very difficult to understand about Lord fully, because we all know that when Mahaprabhu took the decision of taking a sannyasa order, so he always tolerated all kinds of personal unhappiness. So that's what, and he accepted. That's what Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is mentioning over here. Sei dukha dekhe ye bhakta dukha paya, sei dukha tanda sakte sahana nayaya. Regulative principle observed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was sometimes intolerable, and all the devotees became greatly affected by them. Although strictly observing the regulative principles, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could not tolerate the unhappiness felt by the devotees. Yeah. So same thing. So this kind of love reciprocation which took place between the devotees. Devotees couldn't see when Mahaprabhu was following the austerities. The same thing Mahaprabhu could not tolerate looking at the devotees in a morose condition. So that's what it is mentioned. गुणे दोषाद्गरे छले सब निषेधिया एकाकी भ्रमिबे तीर्था vairagya kariya. Therefore, to prevent them from accompanying him and becoming unhappy, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu declared their good qualities to be the faults. So the reason for Mahaprabhu traveling is that Mahaprabhu couldn't see their doesn't want to see their moroseness. So that's the reason their good qualities Mahaprabhu turned it into false, so that they would not accompany the Lord. So here in the purport, Prabhupada gives a lesson that the Lord wanted to tour all the places of pilgrimage alone and strictly observe the duties of the renounced order. So as I mentioned in the starting of the class, the two reasons for Mahaprabhu going for South India tour is first to liberate all the people in the southern part of India. Second one is to follow the renounced order very strictly. So these were the two main concerns. अबेचारी जन बहु मिनति करिला स्वतंत्र ईश्वर प्रभु कबु न मानिला. For devotees, four devotees then humbly insisted that they go with the Lord, but Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, being the independent supreme personality of Godhead, did not accept the request. So now, till now, Mahaprabhu has shown the faults which were even glorified, but as a fault he has shown about the devotees. But still, devotees are so concerned about the Lord that they are unhappy uh, to tolerate. So some way or the other, ಏನಕ್ಕೇನೆ ಪ್ರಕಾರೇನ, they want to help the Lord so that Lord may not travel alone in this particular tour. So some of the devotees insisted the Lord. So then Mahaprabhu, because he is independent, Swaraj, that's what we know in Bhagavatam it is mentioned. So he did not accept the request. Then again the devotees, they tried some way or the other, we should try to convince the Lord so that he can take someone along with him. So then Nityananda Prabhu, अबे नित्यानंद कहे ये आज्ञा तुम्हारा दुख सुख ये कर्तव्य हमारा. Thereupon Lord Nityananda said, whatever you do, whatever you order is my duty, regardless of whether it results in happiness or unhappiness. So Nityananda Prabhu requested that whatever you do, because Lord is Swarad, no one can change. It may result to happiness or unhappiness, because if they are associating with the Lord, it will be happy. But if Lord wants to stay away, it is an unhappiness for the devotees. So further, what was the reason Nityananda Prabhu giving so that someone could accompany him? What was the concern? That's what we are going to see. किंतु एक निवेदन करोन आरबारा विचार करियतः कर अंगीकार. Yet still I submit one petition to you. Please consider it, and if you think it proper, please accept it. So this is what he is requesting. So what is the request we are going to see in 36th verse? कौपिन बहिरवसार जलपात्र आरा किचु नाही अबे सबे मात्रा. You must take with you a lion cloth, external clothes, and a water pot. Take you should take nothing more than this. So Nityananda Prabhu is requesting that you take your lion cloth, because we know sannyasis what they wear, and a water pot. So you need not take anything else. But for this also he is requesting to take someone. What is the reason? That's what he is going to say. तुम्हारा दुई हस्त बाधा नाम गणने जलपात्र बहिर्वास वही बेकम के मने. Since your two hands will always be engaged in chanting and counting the holy names, how will you be able to carry the water pot and external garment? So this was the concern of Nityananda Prabhu, because you'll be carrying very less items, but still your hands are not free. So how will you carry this? Because what Mahaprabhu does with his hands, that he'll be chanting with one hand and he'll be counting the other hand. Then how will he be able to carry his external garments and water pot? So this was the concern of Nityananda Prabhu. So very good purport was given by Srila Prabhupada in relation to this, that Mahaprabhu, he whatever he followed, achar and prachar, that's what we say. So Mahaprabhu also chanted the name of the Lord in a fixed number of rounds, time daily. So even the Goswamis also followed the same thing of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Haridas Thakur, we also know that how he followed. So here Prabhupada is saying that in other duties, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu introduced the system of chanting of the holy name of the Lord fixed number of times daily, as come down in the verse. So when we take initiation also, we take an oath that we chant minimum 16 rounds daily without any obstacles. So this is what Mahaprabhu showed, that how we are supposed to follow whatever is the Yuga Dharma. And Mahaprabhu used to count on his fingers, while one hand he engaged in chanting. So this way he used to count. So for this, Prabhupada quoted two verses from Rupa Goswami's Thavamala, and the other one is Chaitanya Chandramrita. So here it is said that therefore the devotees in the line of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu must at least chant 16 rounds daily, and this is the number of prescribed by the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So minimum 16 rounds. So we all know that Prabhupada was so merciful that he gave us 16 rounds. So minimum of 16 rounds we are supposed to chant. And we all know Haridas Thakur, who is Namacharya, he chanted 3 lakh times daily. That is about 28,000 names. That's what. And there is no need to imitate. So we should not imitate Haridas Thakur, and we should follow actually on the footsteps of the great devotees. That is called as Anusaran, not Anukaran. This is the same thing which even Krishna says in third chapter also, in one of the Purport Prabhupada mentions. For following the footsteps of great devotees, we should not imitate them. If I'm not wrong there, I think Prabhupada quotes about how Lord Shiva taken as poison, so people they don't take, but how Lord Krishna Krishna has done Ras Leela, so they try to imitate that. So that is not the correct way. So that's what Prabhupada mentions in the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So we should not try to imitate, but we should try to follow, and at least minimum of rounds we are supposed to do. Okay, and very important thing what we can understand from Nityananda Prabhu's concern is that service attitude. See, generally, service attitude means generally we think that we should serve, okay? But here, Nityananda Prabhu concern is that if you are not willing to take us, at least take someone or the other with you, so that they will get the opportunity to serve you. So this is what genuine servant must try to offer service in spite of refusal, because we have seen Mahaprabhu has refused many times that I don't want to take anyone, but still Nityananda Prabhu and others tried, so that someone or the other will be assisting the Lord in his South India tour. So, coming to the 39th one, Krishna Dasa Namayi Sarala Brahmana Inho Sange Kari Laha Dhara Nivedanam. Sri Nityanand Prabhu continued, here is a simple Brahmana named Krishna Dasa. Please accept him and take him with you. That is my request. So they wanted to appoint, or they wanted to give the service to a Brahmana named Kala Krishnadasa. Okay, so there are two Krishnadasas. That's what Prabhupada is mentioning. One Krishnadasa is in the Adilila. So the other one which is mentioned in the Adilila is one of the 12 Gopalas. But this Kala Krishnadasa is different to that. So the Kala Krishnadasa, which was mentioned as one of the cowherd boy, is also known as Kaliya Krishnadasa, and he is the Lavanga Manjari. So he is one of the 12 cowherd boys. But this Kala Krishnadasa is different to that. That's what Prabhupada is mentioned. So the Brahmana named Kala Krishnadasa, who went with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to South India and later to Bengal, is mentioned in the Madhya Lila. So we all know that this Kala Krishnadasa, who was accompanying Mahaprabhu, so once he get attracted by the Bhattatirthas, if I'm not wrong. So then he wanted to association with them. Then Mahaprabhu goes and he brings away, pulling his hair. So this Kala Krishnadasa will be brought, and Mahaprabhu gets very angry on this Kala Krishnadasa, and Mahaprabhu says to Nityananda Prabhu that I don't want to see him. So then he'll be sent in the service of Sachimata. So that's what, and later to Bengal. This we'll see in this particular in the 9th chapter, if I'm not wrong. Yes, the 10th chapter is mentioned. So one should not take these two be the same. So that's what Prabhupada is mentioning. Coming to the last verse of this particular class. जलपात्र वस्त्रवाही तोमा संगे याबे ये तुम्हारा इच्छा कर किछु न बलिबे. He will carry your water pots and garments. You may do whatever you like. He will not say a word. So this is what Nityananda Prabhu requested, that just he will carry your water pots and garments. So he will not talk anything else. So please accept this request. So this is what Nityananda Prabhu says to uh, Mahaprabhu. So further, whatever is given from the 41st verse, it will be explained by the next speaker. So thank you, Prabhujis and Matajis, for giving me this opportunity. If I made any wrong, so please correct me. Hare Krishna. Over to Ramananda Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandatman. Thank you so much, Mataji. Thanks for setting the scene for Lord Chaitanya Prabhu South India tour. So for any action activity of the Lord, always it is important for us to prepare our consciousness. So that's called, even when we are celebrating any festival, like we do Adivas, so like Vyas Puja and others. So that's exactly what is happening today. So we are preparing our consciousness to witness and experience the South India tour of Lord Chaitanya Prabhu, and so nicely explained. And next week, by mercy of devotees, Nityananda Prabhu has given me the opportunity to glorify Lord Chaitanya Prabhu's pastime of South India tour. So I'll continue from verse 41 onwards. Anybody has any questions, comments? VP Govinda Prabhu, you have anything to comment, ask, add? Your audio is on mute. Can't hear you, VP Govinda Prabhu, in case you're trying to speak something. Hare Krishna. Okay. So thank you very much, Mataji. If there are no other questions or comments, so we'll conclude the session here. Please glorify Chetan Charitamrita so you can.
Yeah, Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Take all